what we want is a fast, safe payment system.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
We on location. I remember way back. You ain't have no swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag. Now you got a new walk. Now you got new swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag.
And so you got your girl Janet Yellen here. She's explaining that she wants a faster payment system. Now, she's on here talking about stable coins, but she's also talking about something separate than that will be used in this financial new infrastructure. I mean, they are putting that thickness right in front of your face. You might as well eat. It don't make no sense for you not to even take a peek at this stuff when you got Janet Yellen here talking about this. Take a listen.
A different kind of question. Could you talk a little bit about central bank digital currency? We know that China has one and they don't have privacy. We also know that stablecoins in the United States are now becoming quickly one of the largest holders of U.S. treasuries, and that's very beneficial.
I mean, why wouldn't you grab some stablecoins and stake that thing and have it making money for you while the market is down?
In terms of being able to have a global dollar as a reserve currency. Could you talk a little bit about the Treasury and both of those issues and whether you see them coincide, they can live side by side? Thank you.
Okay. So, I mean, in terms of central bank digital currency, that's something that many countries, including the United States, are exploring. What we want is a fast, safe payment system. There are innovations that are taking place that are not a central bank digital currency.
Absolutely, like such as XRP and XLM, XDC. Let's go.
Very significant payments innovations like the Fed's introduction of FedNow that will lead to 24/7 real-time settlement.
24/7 real-time settlements. They're talking about XRP,
which is an important innovation. And so
we've been on this.
Central bank.
We're just waiting for y'all to catch up.
There's a lot of interest in worldwide. You asked about stable coins. I am concerned about stable coins. They could play a positive role.
She just said she is concerned about stable coins that could play a positive role.
And in order to make good on such a pledge, it needs to be backed by absolutely safe assets. I don't think all
You see where we're going here? You see what these mothers are building right now, right in front of our face. They are building the infrastructure, the plumbing right now while they keep you distracted.
We've proposed regulations and have been working with Congress to try to put in effect a regulatory framework that, among other things, would require that any stablecoin issuer hold absolutely safe liquid assets.
So concerned.
Back stablecoins. So they could be a significant demander of treasuries.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have liquidity incoming at a fast rate. What will you do with your profits? Hopefully not just put it into fiat, which is a sinking ship. We're looking to contain, grow, and yield our assets. These central banks are affecting liquidity. Huge shout out to Cftc'S for pointing this out.
The first big, gorilla in the room, the backdrop to the financial markets.
The first big gorilla in the room. Let's go.
We've made it through Q3, which is has been a bit tumultuous, so to speak. And now we're in the middle lap of 2004. Time does indeed fly when we're having fun, yeah? So let's start again, as I mentioned, with the elephant in the room, lurking at the top of many investors' minds. The US proceeded with a 50 bips cut on September 18th, while a couple of weeks ago, or for that matter even last week, China, on the other hand, recently launched a major stimulus package. In your mind, what does this mean for the financial markets?
Yeah, indeed. And the first point actually that I would like to make on this is that expanding global liquidity has been probably the strong.
Did she say liquidity?
ODL, that's the order, man, liquidity. Hey, Wall Street, we got what you need. I love a crypto liquidity.
Strongest driver, in fact, I would say clearly the strongest driver of bull markets in recent times. And I don't just mean the crypto market, I mean financial markets in general, and especially since 2008, the financial crisis. Basically, asset prices are increasingly shaped by what previously would have been termed unconventional central bank policies that basically directly affect liquidity conditions. And these have actually increasingly become the dominant force in moving asset prices. There's actually this cliche term now, I don't remember who said it first, but that central banks are the only game in town, or central banks have become the only game in town. And global liquidity has been rising recently. Actually, financial conditions have been getting looser for the last year and a half.
And this is why it's so important to not just watch the crypto market, but also see what's going on elsewhere in the economy. What's happening in different countries all over the world that may affect what could happen in this space. And then you got your boy Sergey over there at Chainlink, another gorilla in the room. Take a listen.
I think there is another kind of very big dynamic that drove the growth of DeFi to 200 billion, which is double what it is today, which is basically the yield, right? So you were in a low yield environment and the DeFi yields were very high. And I feel that was a big driving force that kind of went away. And now there's this consistent search for yield that makes DeFi competitive with the TradFi community yield and with other sources of yield in the blockchain ecosystem, right? CeFi yield, whatever other yield. I think that balance is finally shifting back towards DeFi, especially if the Fed interest rate continues to go down. So the more the Fed interest rate goes down and the more the DeFi yields continue to remain high at a low to moderate level of risk, then kind of the party for DeFi could be back on.
And also got to give another shout out to gold miners, where you will be able to earn CGO tokens, which are redeemable in real gold. And it's coming in hot from Crypto Barbie. Brix officially launches a new demo of its payment system, BrixPay. XRP has been successfully tested by Brix states in the past. And so I'll leave you with this. Coming in hot October 1st, 2024, fireside chat with Commissioner Pham, CFTC. Take a listen.
Can you just give us a sense of where are we with that? And you've mentioned AI a couple times now. We've mentioned it this morning multiple times. It's not just about one tech. It's multiple emerging technologies and then multiple jurisdictions. Would love if you could just give some insights around that.
Yes, I've actually written on this before. I gave a speech actually at Eurofee to European central bankers and policymakers because it is a global challenge and we're going to need a global solution to it. So I'm going to reflect upon some of the remarks that I've given before. But when you think about the digital transformation, it is that our next life is going to be one where the lines between our physical and digital selves are blurred. You know, we can seamlessly switch from one to the next. It's going to be a layered existence, I think, whether this is just by the increasing use of technology and day-to-day interactions, or whether it's virtual worlds, which is an area that I've been very focused on. So it's going to create a new dimension for society and for community. One of the reasons why this is so important for regulators to take a forward-looking approach, to be part of the solution, to build it in from the very beginning, is because the early impacted sectors include consumer and retail, media, telecommunications, and healthcare. And when you think about the high potential customer use cases, they include e-commerce, and then enterprise use cases are banking, discrete manufacturing, professional services.
Do you see all the areas that blockchain is disrupting? Oh my goodness.
So it is so much bigger than any one regulator. That's why there has to be a global approach to this.
Cause it's the standard in this bitch. XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now they mocking me with no degree. We saying by the swift, keep it walking. Respecting elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. Blockchain. We talking about an intellectual choo-choo train. It's DLT up in these streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain.
I don't need anybody holding my crypto. I will do my own self-custody. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, with digital assets, we hodl and we trade. And when we do hodl, we make sure it's on a cold storage wallet so we have full access to our funds and no one else. Okay, you're talking about the Decent wallet here. The link is in the description. The most easy and safe hardware wallet, enhanced crypto protection built on the highest security standards. Link is in description. Holla at your boy.
We saying by the swift, keep it walking. Respecting elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.